Here's the latest from Fox 11 Sports.
A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in the winter wonderland.
Well, I talked to Patrick. Right now, it doesn't look like we'll see that kind of snow globe-like scene Sunday night. That video, of course, from the playoff game against the Seahawks in the 07-08 season. Fox 11 has your forecast. The Packers have their fingers crossed, at least a lot of them. Been a while since we've seen a real good snow game. Some of the guys, especially the younger ones, eager to experience their first game like that ever.
You know, you don't get snow like that in Atlanta, so we always wonder what it'll feel like. And the little bit we do get, we was quick to run outside and play in. And so if we do get snow, it'd be like I'm a little kid going back outside.
It'll be a little bit different than, you know, playing in Hawaii or whatever, but it'll be some a great experience for me.
I mean, I never played in a lot of snow like that, so I really don't know. This probably be my first time if it's a lot of snow like that, so we'll see.
I mean, we live in Green Bay, Wisconsin, so, I mean, snow's going to happen. I hope it does snow. I think it'd be great. I think it's a great setting. Personally, I think snow's fun to play in.
Well, Packers injury update. O-lineman TJ Lang, he did some work at practice today, officially questionable for Sunday night. Jordy Nelson, he is out against the Lions with a hamstring. No Clay Matthews, no Charles Woodson either. Well, UW Oshkosh and St. Thomas are combined 26-0 this season. One of them is going to get their first loss tomorrow. The other, a spot in the Division III football national title game. Our Jude Wilbers caught up with the Titans before they left for St. Paul.
The Titans have rallied. Jude Wilbers, Fox 11 Sports.
Thanks, Jude. And that game in St. Paul, it's tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Fox 11 will let you know how the Titans fare. The winner will advance to the D3 title game. Neither of these teams have made it to the D3 championship round. And Brett Bielema, earlier this week, he leaves Wisconsin. All of a sudden, new job as head coach at Arkansas. Now, Bielema, he used to really like saying on Wisconsin all the time at the end of interviews, press conferences, speeches, things like that. So this week, he's doing a lot of talking about his new job. Yesterday on a Sirius XM radio interview, a little slip up from the new Hogs head coach. See if you can catch it.
Listen, Coach, thanks for the time today. Good luck as you embark on your coaching career at Arkansas. Thanks for the time with us today.
Appreciate it very much, Bruce. Go Hogs.
Go Hogs. You got to get used to second that. Brett Bielema.
Almost slipped up there.
I'm sure that it just is like second nature, but we need a new second nature.
He's going to look around the stadium at the end of the third quarter and wonder why there's no jump around.
But they're similar colors.
There you are.
We talked to Packers rookie corner Casey Hayward in the locker room today. Said he's so excited, couldn't stop smiling about finally sharing the field with Charles Woodson. When Woodson made his NFL debut, Hayward was 9 years old.
I'm a little rusty, you know, but that's how it is.
That's how it is, and here is Charles Woodson getting ready for his 15th NFL season at Packers minicamp. Now, he missed OTAs the past few weeks, but says he's feeling great, and there's been a lot of talk in the offseason since last season about whether Woodson would make a position switch, move over to safety more full-time. Now, today he played a lot of nickel and dime back. Woodson says he can still be the same versatile playmaker as always.
I've played a great deal of safety already, you know, since I've been here. And whether or not I play some this year, I don't think it'll be any different than, you know, what I've done in the past. So the main objective is to win games and win a Super Bowl. And that's really all I'm focused on.
When you lose a guy like Nick Collins, his big playability is now gone, and so someone has to step up. And so we're going to, you know, do some different things and mix in some combinations. And if that means, you know, put Woodson back there some, you know, then that's what we'll do.
This is my first time getting to be out there with him and getting to see him play instead of film. So I just want to nitpick his game, you know, probably try to put some of my game with his.
As for action out on the field, it was very competitive. Check out these plays. Tramon Williams covering Jordy Nelson, got the interception. You could hear him yell pick right before he got it. And a few plays later, don't think Aaron Rodgers and Jordy forgot. Look at that. That familiar front pylon fade route works like a charm every time. Well, make sure to check out pictures from opening day, fox11online.com. Just click on sports. We have a photo gallery from opening day of minicamp. You see Aaron Rodgers taking the snap. That's only on fox11online.com. Well, the state baseball tournament kicking off today at Fox City Stadium. Bayport won their morning quarterfinal game against Kenosha Bradford on the back of pitcher Ben Messenger, pitched all 7 innings, struck out 16 batters. The Pirates, they were in the state semifinals, taking on Hartford Union in the D1 semis tonight. Tie game in the 4th. Drew Newville going deep to left field. The park would hold it. It was a run-scoring double, made it 1-1. The Pirates, they missed some opportunities early, but not in this inning. Brock Macholm, RBI single, 6 runs the inning. Now, Bayport up 8-3. This is the last out of the game. Look at Luke Lindau. The right fielder gets knocked down. He would be okay, but that's quite a way to end the game. Bayport wins it 8-3 on to the D1 state finals on Thursday.
Sometimes when you squander those early opportunities, sometimes it comes back to haunt you, but the boys kept battling, and we took advantage of some opportunities later on.
I love the pressure. I've been living under that all year. I love the 2-1 games, and if we bust out and score 8 runs, that never hurts.
Certainly doesn't. Earlier today, Appleton North facing one-loss Sun Prairie in a quarterfinal. Sun Prairie up 2-1 in the third, and they get going. Tony Butler, RBI single, that would make it 3-1. Hits kept coming against the Lightning. Appleton North allows 4 runs in the inning. They were down big trying to come back. Jesus Cesares would go deep right here. Center fielder would not be able to handle it. Ball drops to the ground. Courtney Watkins scores. Appleton North, though, they could not convert. They go on to fall 6-4. They are eliminated. Much more coverage from the state baseball tournament online. Fox11online.com. Mouse over sports. Click on high school. Right now you can take a look at a game story from some of our afternoon games, photo galleries, videos, and much more on Fox11online.com. And Zach Greinke, Brewers pitcher, won the American League Cy Young with the Royals back in 2009 with a 2.16 ERA and left with a condo. According to MLB.com, Greinke still has a residence in KC. These days, he rents it out. Greinke back in Kansas City for the first time since he left town, traded to the Brewers. They originally drafted him in the first round. He gave up a leadoff homer, but from there was dealing. 7 innings, 8 strikeouts would not factor in the decision. Brewers did not have a hit until the 7th. Eventually, Ricky Weeks gets him on the board with a little bloop, RBI single. Royals, they were tied at this point, would retake the lead. Billy Butler off K-Rod. That would score Alex Gordon. The Brewers fall against Kansas City 2-1. I see some frustration, but I guess the good sign is Zach Greinke, he's been rough on the road, and now he looked pretty good on the road at his former home. Maybe that factored in, I'm not sure.
They have been playing the 2 worst teams in the National League. Now they're playing the 2 worst teams in the American League.
Didn't go well to start.
No. All right.
Now, the latest from the Fox 11 Sports Center.
I truly believe in my heart, and I would bet my life that this substance never entered my body at any point.
Well, Ryan Braun's message today was simple. This whole time, through a failed drug test, possible 50-game suspension, the truth was on his side. An independent arbitrator agreed MLB drug testing protocol was not followed correctly, so Braun arrives at spring training with a big spotlight, but no suspension. Braun broke his silence today, giving his side of the story. Quite a few Brewers teammates, coaches showed their support. Braun says ultimately the truth prevailed in his case, but still months of questions about his case and his character and more to come take their toll.
The support that they've shown me is something I can't ever thank them for enough. As I said earlier, when you go through a situation like this, where everything you've ever worked for is called into question, you truly see who your true friends are, you see who actually believes in you, you see who truly supports you, and every one of these guys have been there for me. And one of my biggest regrets about having gone through this whole situation is that I can't ever get that time in my life back. It should have been an amazing time in my life. My team had an incredible season last year, finished 2 wins short of the World Series. I had a great year individually. I should have been able to enjoy the offseason. I didn't.
Now, Braun wouldn't get into some specifics of his appeal because he and his team are still considering legal action. Well, Packers GM Ted Thompson proved it again today at the NFL Combine. He is not going to give out any information he doesn't absolutely have to. He did break character just a little bit today, a little joke in his press conference about essentially nothing. He aptly referenced the show about nothing.
I guess you could go the route, you could say the opposite, you could be like opposite George on Seinfeld.
If every instinct you have is wrong, then the opposite would have to be right.
I used to sit here and do nothing and regret it for the rest of the day. So now I will do the opposite and I will do something.
I'm not going to tell any trade secrets up here while I'm here. It's just not going to happen.
All right, so no opposite Mike either at the Combine. Still some answers out there from the Packers higher-ups. One big question, what are they going to do with backup quarterback Matt Flynn? Now, the Packers could put the franchise tag on Flynn, try and trade him. They didn't franchise tag Jermichael Finley after all. That seems pretty possible at this point. Or, and you don't hear a lot of people talking about this option, maybe the Packers try and sign him.
Our policy is to try to keep all of our players, so we'd like to try to keep all our players, so I'm not going to stand here and tell all the 31 other teams what I think about Matt Flynn.
He's earned this position that he's in. In my opinion, he's ready to be an NFL starter. That's just my opinion. So, you know, the business side of it will take care of itself. If I was at a club and was looking good for a good young quarterback, he's definitely someone I'd talk to.
Well, high school sports now. The Bay Area Ice Bears girls hockey team tonight eliminated in the state quarterfinals 3-2 in overtime by Kettle Moraine. Still congrats on a great season. Individual state wrestling semifinals today, finals tomorrow. This is Division I 113. Robert Lee for Kaukauna would win by pin. He is going to the state finals. Moving into Division II, 160-pound division. Jackson Fox from Wrightstown dominates his match, wins it by major decision. Fox moving on to the state finals, and we have a complete list of the state qualifiers going to the finals on fox11online.com. To hoops, rivalry in Appleton, North and East boys facing off. This is Mike Lukasiewicz for North laying it in off the glass. Sam Mater for Appleton East, the big guy showing some soft touch down low. Little fadeaway gets it to drop. The Lightning were good on this night. Trey Sonleitner showing off the post moves, pump fake, and a tough finish. North is on to get the win, 42-35. On the girls' side, same two teams. Appleton East looking to clinch the FEA title. This is Aubrey Scott right here hitting the triple for the Patriots. Looking good. Then Mallory Christensen showing a lot of these Appleton East ladies have range. Dropping the three. Lightning would not go away. Made this a tough game for the number 5 ranked team in our Fox 11 top 11. That's a 2 underneath for Jordan Dudley. But East goes on to get the win, 45-41, clinching the outright FBA title. All right, college. St. Norbert women taking on Carroll in the semifinals of the Midwest Conference Tournament. Krista Pelkey, conference's leading scorer, tickles the twine right there. But the Pioneers, a huge game from Janelle Grower. She goes off for 30 points. And the Green Knights, they beat Carroll, the same Carroll team, by 51 just 2 weeks ago. Not enough tonight. They fall 61-60. And finally, taking a look at the sturgeon numbers from today as we head into the final weekend. Total of 18 fish caught out on Lake Winnebago. Hopefully for the DNR, they're thinking maybe a big weekend push for the final. Also hoping for a big late push. The St. Norbert men, they win 103-83 in their game over Grinnell today. They'll face Carroll in tomorrow's championship of the Midwest Conference. If they win it, get a spot in the D3 tournament.
All right. Probably not going to make the caps for sturgeon this year, huh?
We are safe for making the caps. We'll make it through the weekend.
We'll let the sturgeon know.
Yeah.